Hey, I'm Ben Hayman. Now, when it comes to watering your garden, there are so many variables like plant type, soil type, weather, time of year, location, and so many more. But today, I'm going to share some general tips that'll help you and your garden. When watering any part of your garden, it should be done early in the morning or late in the afternoon. This prevents evaporation from the heat of the sun and makes sure your garden gets as much of the water as possible. Focus your watering on the root ball of the plants rather than the foliage, as the plants absorb far more water through their roots than they do through their leaves. And try to water evenly around the plant so there's no uneven root growth. When watering lawns and garden beds, it's important to use a steady water flow rather than a heavy water flow. This helps the soil absorb the water much better and gives you as little runoff as possible, saving water, time and money. Watering pots is really important, as they're almost completely relying on you for their water. Now, I like to water my pots twice by filling it up to the lip and then letting it drain through. Then I repeat the process. The reason I do it this way is the first lot of water can sometimes drain straight through the potting mix because it's so dry and the water holding elements haven't swollen with water yet. So by doing it twice, it ensures that all the roots, the potting mix, get wet and hold on to their moisture. Frequency. Now, this is a really tricky one for all the reasons I mentioned earlier, but if you stick to these simple rules, you should stay out of trouble. In spring and summer, you should water gardens 1 to 2 times per week, lawns 2 to 3 times per week, pots 2 to 3 times per week, and natives once a week. In autumn and winter, you should water your gardens 1 to 2 times per fortnight, lawns 1 to 2 times per fortnight, pots 1 to 2 times per week, and natives once a fortnight. Now, obviously so many elements can change any of this, but in particular the weather. So if we've had some rain, give the watering a miss, because too much water can be just as damaging as too little. If you're unsure on whether your soil is wet enough or not, just do the finger test. Poke your finger down into the soil to the second knuckle. If your fingertip is wet, then the soil is fine. If it's not, it's time to water. Some soils are really poor at absorbing water, and some are even hydrophobic, which basically means the soil repels the water. But luckily, Hoselink has a great organic product called Soil Wetter. This helps the water penetrate the soil by reducing the surface tension and allows the water to soak right in. I hope that helps with all your watering questions. Now get out in the garden and have some fun.